During World War II, Italy fielded a wide range of military vehicles, from motorcycles and transport trucks to armored cars and tanks. These machines reflected Italy's industrial capabilities, military doctrine, and the challenges of modern warfare. In this video, we take a closer look at every Italian military vehicle used during World War II and the role each one played on the battlefield. Armored cars. Lancia 1M. The Lancia 1M was one of Italy's earliest armored cars. Originally introduced during World War I and still used in limited roles during World War II, it featured a riveted armored body and multiple machine guns, providing basic protection and firepower. By the Second World War, it was outdated but remained in service for internal security and secondary duties. AUTOBLINDA AB40. The AUTOBLINDA AB40 was an Italian armored reconnaissance car designed for mobility rather than heavy combat. It was lightly armored and armed with machine guns, making it suitable for scouting and patrol missions. The vehicle saw service mainly in North Africa, where speed was more important than protection. AUTOBLINDA AB41. The AUTOBLINDA AB41 was an improved version of the AB40, featuring a 20mm autocannon as its main weapon. This upgrade significantly increased its combat effectiveness against infantry and light vehicles. It became one of the most widely used Italian armored cars of the war. AUTOBLINDA AB43. The AUTOBLINDA AB43 was the final and most advanced development of the AB series. It featured improved armor and firepower, intended to counter increasingly powerful Allied vehicles. Production was limited due to Italy's industrial constraints and the late stage of the war. Lancia. The Lancia LINCE was a light armored reconnaissance vehicle based on a German design. It was compact, fast, and well suited for patrol and liaison roles. The LINCE was mainly used in the later years of the war. Light trucks and multirole vehicles. CAMIONETTA AS-37. The CAMIONETTA AS-37 was a versatile desert vehicle designed for long-range operations. It was highly valued in North Africa for its mobility, reliability, and adaptability. Often used by reconnaissance and special units, it carried weapons, supplies, and troops. CAMIONETTA AS-43. The CAMIONETTA AS-43 was developed later in the war as a more robust multi-role vehicle. It was intended to serve as a weapons carrier, transport, and patrol vehicle. Its production remained limited due to wartime shortages. Artillery tractors. OM-32. The OM-32 was an Italian artillery tractor designed to tow medium guns. It provided dependable mobility for artillery units on both roads and rough terrain. The vehicle played a key logistical role rather than a combat one. PAVESI P. For the PAVESI P4 was a unique articulated tractor with excellent off-road capabilities. Its advanced design allowed it to operate in difficult terrain where conventional vehicles struggled. It was widely used for towing artillery and heavy equipment. PAVESI TL-31. The PAVESI TL-31 was a lighter and more refined evolution of earlier PAVESI designs. It combined mobility with mechanical simplicity, making it suitable for wartime conditions. The TL-31 served throughout multiple theaters of the war. BREDA 61. The BREDA 61 was a heavy artillery tractor built to handle large-caliber guns. It was powerful but mechanically complex, which limited its overall numbers. Despite this, it remained an important support vehicle. BREDA 52. The BREDA 52 was a medium artillery tractor designed for reliability and ease of production. It was widely used by Italian artillery units across different fronts. Its simple design made it suitable for prolonged service. Motorcycles. BENELLI 500 VLM. The BENELLI 500 VLM was a military motorcycle used for communication and escort duties. It was robust, simple, and well suited for wartime conditions. Motorcycles like this were essential for rapid message delivery. Moto GUZZI TRI-ALCE. The Moto GUZZI TRI-ALCE was a three-wheeled military motorcycle designed for stability and cargo transport. It was often used for logistics, towing light equipment, and support tasks. Its unique layout made it highly practical in rough terrain. GILERA MARTE was a powerful military motorcycle equipped with a sidecar. It was frequently armed with a machine gun, allowing it to support infantry units. The Marte became one of the most recognizable Italian motorcycles of the war. Moto GUZZI ALCE. The Moto GUZZI ALCE was the standard Italian military motorcycle of World War II. It was reliable, durable, and used extensively across all fronts. Its simplicity made it ideal for mass wartime use. Moto GUZZI SUPERALCE. The Moto GUZZI SUPERALCE was an improved version of the ALCE with better performance. It offered increased power and improved handling. This model served mainly in the later years of the conflict. Miscellaneous vehicles. AUTOCANNONE 102/35. The AUTOCANNONE 102-35 was a heavy artillery piece mounted on a truck chassis. It provided mobile long-range firepower against ground and naval targets. Its size limited mobility but increased destructive capability. AUTOCANNONE 65/17. The AUTOCANNONE 65-17 was a light artillery gun mounted on a mobile platform. It was used mainly for infantry support and rapid deployment. This vehicle was common in early desert operations. AUTOCANNONE 9053 SU. The AUTOCANNONE 9053 on Lancia chassis was one of Italy's most effective anti-tank vehicles. Its powerful gun was capable of destroying heavily armored Allied tanks. However, the vehicle lacked adequate protection for its crew. AUTOCANNONE 100/17. The AUTOCANNONE 117 mounted a naval-derived gun on a land vehicle. It was used for long-range bombardment and coastal defense roles. Production numbers remained very limited. CARRO Commando M40. The CARRO Commando M40 was a command vehicle based on a tank chassis. It served as a mobile headquarters for armored units. Armament was minimal, as communication equipment was its main function. Trucks. FIAT 626. The FIAT 626 was a medium military truck used for troop and supply transport. It was reliable and widely deployed throughout the war. The vehicle became a backbone of Italian logistics. Lancia 3 Roth. Lancia 3 RO was one of the most successful Italian heavy trucks of World War II. It was powerful, durable, and capable of operating in harsh environments. Many examples remained in service long after the war. FIAT 666. The FIAT 666 was a heavy-duty truck designed for long-distance transport. It was used extensively in North Africa and on the Eastern Front. Its endurance made it highly valued by logistics units. BIANCHIS. The Bianchi Miles was a light military transport vehicle. It was used mainly for supply and liaison roles. Its design emphasized simplicity over performance. SBA 35. The SBA 35 was an early military truck used before and during the early years of the war. It supported transport and logistical operations. By mid-war, it was gradually replaced by newer models. SBA DOVUNQUE 41. The SBA DOVUNQUE 41 was an all-wheel drive truck designed for off-road use. It performed well in difficult terrain and harsh climates. This made it especially useful in North Africa. SBA DOVUNQUE 35. The SBA DOVUNQUE 35 was an earlier all-terrain truck with good cross-country ability. It served in multiple roles, including transport and towing. Despite its age, it remained in service throughout the war. SBA DOVUNQUE 43. The SBA DOVUNQUE 43 was a later development with improved performance and reliability. It was intended to meet the increasing demands of modern warfare. Production was limited due to Italy's surrender. SBA TM40. The SBA TM40 was a heavy military truck designed for towing and transport. It provided strong pulling power for artillery and equipment. Its role was mainly logistical rather than combat-focused. BREDA 51. The BREDA 51 was a military truck used for transport and support duties to it combined solid construction with acceptable off-road performance. The vehicle contributed to Italy's wartime supply network,